You are listening to Telling Tales by Namrata. In the last episode, we heard how the divine powers of Ram helped Ahalya get free from the curse. Let's listen what happened when they walked further towards Mithila. Having freed Ahalya, the trio of Ram, Lakshman, and Vishwamitra then proceeded to their destination Mithila. The streets of Mithila were decorated with innumerable flags, swaying in the breeze as if welcoming Ram with open arms. Mithila was ruled by King Janak. King Janak was overjoyed to see the trio in his palace. He invited them for the Swayamwar of his daughter Sita. She was to marry the one who was strong enough to lift Shiva's bow, which was considered to be very sacred and unbreakable. Years back, having used it just once, Lord Shiva gifted it to King Janak. The king then asked his soldiers to bring the bow to the court. What was so special about the Shiva's bow? Well, 5,000 strong men were needed to bring the bow on a cart that was pulled by 500 powerful bulls. This majestic bow filled the entire courtroom with awe. The courtroom was buzzing with excitement. But King Janak was not so excited. He was worried that no one had been able to lift this bow to win the hand of his daughter. When Sita was a child, she effortlessly pushed the bow. So the king had decided that the one who marries her should be of equal strength, if not more. King Janak then asked Vishwamitra, would Ram like to lift the bow? Vishwamitra looked at Ram and gave him permission to do so. Ram stood up, walked to Vishwamitra for blessings, and then turned to the bow. There was pin-drop silence. Would Ram succeed? Ram went on his knees with folded hands, touched the bow, admired it, and took the grip of it and effortlessly lifted it from the pedestal, just like the elephant lifting a lotus from the pond. The entire assembly jumped with joy, roaring with relief and excitement. But Ram was not done. He placed the bow vertically on the ground and strung it. And suddenly everyone heard a boom. A sound so deafening that it would have been heard in every corner of the planet. The bow, the pride of Mithila, was broken from the center. Everyone in the court was speechless. But Ram simply stood there as if nothing extraordinary has happened. Sita's friends ran to inform her. Sita entered the courtroom, dressed in bridal clothes, holding a garland. But Ram was not ready for this. How could he get married in the absence of his parents and his brothers and people of Ayodhya? Messengers were sent to Ayodhya to get King Dashrath. A few days later, Dashrath and people of Ayodhya arrived to witness the grand wedding. The entire kingdom was invited to the wedding. Meanwhile, sage Vasishtha and Vishwamitra were huddled together in another discussion. They came back smiling and said, "Since Sita is getting married to Ram, Dashrath's eldest son, your second daughter Urmila can marry Lakshman, the younger one. And your brother's daughters can marry Bharat and Shatrughan." Vashishta and Vishwamitra announced in union. King Janak thought this was the best advice he had received. Dashrath too smiled and gave his approval. All the 4 weddings were held simultaneously, and there was excitement all around. The people of Mithila and Ayodhya had never experienced so much bliss and joy before. So, this is how Sita's Swayamwar was held and how Ram got married to Sita. In our next episode, we will hear how King Dashrath realized that he was getting old and he need to give his throne to Ram. But there was something that stopped him from doing so. What was that? Stay tuned to know more.